guys, welcome to my What I Eat in a Week Dinners edition. I'm so excited to show you this video because I love my Nourish Bowls. So, I always like to start with a base of some type of green. So this time I'm using cabbage. So I'm just cutting that up and putting it in this beautiful bowl. And then I made my own type of dressing sort of thing with just some apple cider vinegar and this lemon and herb seasoning, and just put that on the cabbage and then stirred that up. And then I always like to make sure that I have my healthy fats in there as well. So I cut up half of an avocado and just put that in the bowl. I like to make sure that there's also veggies in my Nourish Bowls, so I am cooking up that roasted veggie frozen mix, and it just has zucchini, eggplant, bell peppers, onion, and just cooked that up with some seasoning, and then cooked up some egg whites for my protein as well, and then threw everything in the bowl, and there you have it. That is the Nourish Bowl. Super easy and super delicious. I love seasoning, so here is crazy me adding more seasoning, and of course sriracha as well, because I love sriracha and I put it on everything. As I eat, I like to sprinkle on nutritional yeast because it's super high in vitamins and super good for you. And I may or may not have also had some ketchup while I ate it. Now, I have a sweet tooth, so I always have to have dessert after my Nourish Bowls, and my go-to dessert is Built Bars. I love these Built Bars. They are so good, they are high in protein, low in sugar, and they're just delicious. They are the perfect dessert. So, what I like to do is I like to microwave mine for 18 seconds, and it literally tastes like cake. It is so good. If you've never tried Built Bars, please try them. I have a discount code for you guys. If you use code Jasmine, you can get 10% off your Built Bar order, or you can click the first link in the description box and my discount code will automatically be applied. Please go check them out. They are so good. Highly recommend. Welcome to day 2. So today, for my source of veggie, I decided to roast some cauliflower. So here's me chopping away, cutting up the cauliflower. And I decided to drizzle it with some balsamic vinegar olive oil, and then I also added some roasted garlic seasoning to it. And then I just put that in the oven for 20 minutes at 450. So for my source of protein, I was feeling kind of lazy, so I just got this rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. Then of course we have to get the nice bed of greens in the bowl, and then my source of healthy fats, which is always an avocado. I love avocado. And then I just made the same dressing as I did yesterday because it was really good. Once the cauliflower is finished, it should look slightly crispy because I think that is the ideal state of deliciousness. So once that is done, I am putting some in my bowl, and now I just have the chicken that I cut up and putting that in the bowl as well. And of course, I have to add more seasoning, so I'm adding Cajun again, and of course, sriracha. And again, when I ate this, I sprinkled nutritional yeast and ketchup on it as well. Alrighty, welcome to Wednesday. So, as you know, always have to start with a bed of greens. And then for my dressing on the bed of greens, I used this sweet and spicy mustard. And let me tell you, I used to not be a fan of mustard, but this mustard made me like mustard. It is really good. And I decided to cook up these miracle noodles because I found them in the pantry and I thought, why not? So basically, all you have to do is rinse them with some cold water and then cut them up a bit and then fry them in a pan until they're kind of dried out because they come kind of wet and slimy looking, so you want to dry that out. And then here I go again, cooking more of those frozen roasted veggies because I still had some left, so I thought, let's use them up. And then for my source of protein, I used canned tuna sriracha flavor and just cooked that with the veggies and then threw everything in the bowl, and there we have it. Then of course, I had to add sriracha because I'm obsessed, and for the seasoning, I used smoked paprika this time. I also decided to add some salsa to it as well. And there we go, stirred it all up, and boom, delicious slop. Alrighty, so today I thought I would try and make tofu. I have never tried to make tofu at home before, so this was an experiment. So I read somewhere that you have to press the tofu for at least 15 minutes before you do anything with it, so that's what I'm doing here. And then I made my own marinade by combining grated ginger, minced garlic, apple cider vinegar, soy sauce, and a tiny bit of maple syrup. So once the tofu was done pressing, I cut it into about 1-inch cubes and then put it in a container and then poured the marinade all over it. And I made sure that everything was super well coated. And then I put it in the fridge to let it marinate for about an hour. So after the tofu was done marinating, I decided to air fry it in my cute little air fryer. So I just put a few cubes in there, make sure that they're not on top of each other, and air fried them for about 25 minutes at 400. Then for my bed of greens, my mom and I made some beet salad earlier in the day. So I just have some of that in this bowl here with some green beans. And then, of course, avocado. And after the tofu was done, I poured that in my bowl. And yes, I still had some of those frozen veggies left, so you already know I put that in there as well. And voila, we are done. And then for dessert, I had another Built Bar. Don't forget to use my code linked in the description. Happy Friday! Welcome to the last day in this video. So today I decided to roast some broccoli, so here I am chopping that up. I just put that on a tray and then seasoned it with some Worcestershire, is that how you say it? Worcestershire sauce, and then just tossed the broccoli in that. And then I grabbed some frozen salmon and seasoned it with smoked paprika and some ginger. And then I just roasted that at 450 for 20 minutes. For my dressing today, I decided to go with that sweet and spicy mustard and some black pepper. And of course, had to have avocado. And I pickled some of that cabbage from earlier in the week, so I'm putting that in here. So once the broccoli was all roasted and slightly burnt, I tossed that in my bowl. I did not expect to eat all of that broccoli, but here I am putting everything in the bowl. And then here is the salmon, perfectly cooked, and we are done.